Um, what's good? So we're doing some of these relationship readings. If you like what we do and you'd like to donate, feel free to do so. If you would like a more personal reading, our DMs are open and we are available for services, as well as you can contact us via Gmail. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. Yeah, concerning their relationship. So, um, you could have cut a male off and decided to just be friends, or it would be best if you would just be friends. This individual was giving you very weird vibes. It could have been pushy. Um, he was having dreams that was unsettling about this individual. Um, Intuitive feelings. Um, they were giving you the creeps. There was a creep, low key. Um, or exhibited behaviors that were toxic traits that you cut off previous people for. Um, this individual could have been dangerously deceptive, controlling, manipulative, um, disorderly, um, unfocused mind, someone who liked to keep to themselves or stay to the boundaries, or an unhealed, unstable individual with boundaries that aren't, you couldn't do things that you wanted to do based on their beliefs, based on how they saw you, what they wanted you to do. This was a danger to your lifestyle, your dreams, and what you wanted. This would have put an end to your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. It could have probably tried to cut you off from people who you were friends with. You could be this male and someone tried to do this to you, and or this is referring to a male that you cut off. If you are the male who cut someone off, you you quick to cut motherfuckers off based on your boundaries. You know deception when you see it. You know a trap when you see it, and before the trap can even spring, shit's dead in it. Um, you could have individuals who are trying to cause unnecessary issues and problems with you concerning your business, concerning um, your standards, level of boundaries, etc. Um, but yeah, this is still pertaining to your relationships and or love life. So this is an individual who's a male who had to cut off a female that wasn't even like main character vibes. She was like this side evil bitch. And he could see through that. But working with her was needed and or necessary for some greater good or some greater cause that he's devoted to. If you're the female for this reading, and this is about a male. Take it how it resonates. Um, these are aggressive. You're dealing you were dealing with an aggressive male figure. And this is not something that's new territory to you. Soon as an individual starts cheating, you're made aware of this and you cut them off. And as soon as you start distancing yourself, um, or cutting them off, or seeing that they're not respecting your boundaries, this is when their true nature comes out, type situation. Hmm. All right, let's see what lies beneath. So someone's questioning things. Someone's in their head about the past, perhaps stuck in the past, and or trying to. For some individuals, they could be acting out of childish ways, acting out of possession. Mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And then after doing so, they'll have like quiet nights to where like they're like, damn, how the fuck did this happen? You know? Um, and then you got some people who know exactly how it happened. It's their fault. They had it all and lost it, or they could have had it all. They could remind you of an Adele. They could listen to Adele. They could have Adele computer um, issues computing. Yeah, they're broken, heartbroken, trying to put the pieces back together. This person played a dangerous game and lost, for sure, for sure. Um, they've tried to fall for other people. They've tried dating other people. They've tried to erase you. They've tried to, and it just doesn't work. You were genuine. You were something real. You were authentic. What you provided was something that they've never felt in or experienced and took it for granted. This could have caught them off guard. They could have had other plans, um, ulterior motives, things of that nature. And now they're either trying to put the pieces of their life back together or staring at memories, photos, things that used to make them feel complete, used to make them feel happy, no longer makes them feel happy. They could have lost the desire and or will, lust for life, a will to complete or do something. It's like a passion or love of theirs no longer feels the same anymore. Like they can have a favorite show or everything reminds them of you. So like they don't want to watch this no more. They don't want to do that no more. Things that used to bring them joy were entwined with you, um, entangled, intertwined. Yeah. Suggestions for you, right? What do you do about this? Um, moving forward, how does this, pertain? Well, we see how it pertains to you, but what do you do about this moving forward? You're on your way. You don't deal with clowns. You made that obvious. You're no clown. You're no goofy. You're no fool. You're not someone's entertainment. Um, you're very in tune, highly intuitive, and you listen to those intuitive thoughts. You listen, you because they're how you got this far, or they're a heavy attribute to it. Um, so you always pay attention and listen to that over, you know, sometimes even your own judgment. You know, everything happens for a reason. And just like you were put or placed into this situation for a greater good, um, the next situation, even though you may not see it, is coming in just as swift. This ending could have been swift. Things or your world could slightly feel upside down or turned upside down, but that's probably enlightenment and change of perspective. So it'll take some getting used to, but you did it. About